right, so this month is our annual abundance program month. And because not everybody is here every single week, I always like to do at least a brief recap. So week 1 was called Unlimited Abundance. And the whole premise of that was, there's only one thing. You've heard that before, maybe 10,000 million times. There's only one thing. It's already available. It's already here. And every resource we could ever imagine is already available to us. What you read before the poem was exactly it. God can't give us unless we take it. Otherwise, it's just potential. You see? Otherwise, it's just potential. We are the ones, by expressing it, we actually bring it into being to show the abundance in form. Otherwise, it's just potential. That was brilliant. I love that. You say that? Can you come up and say it again? Or let me read it. Let me say it here. This is from Course in Miracles. God's gifts have no reality apart from your receiving them. Your receiving completes God's giving. Do you feel that? Otherwise, it's just a potential. We complete the cycle by bringing it into our life. That's brilliant. So that's really what the day 1 was about. And I reminded us that we use words like, I'm one with God. Even the word with still implies separation. And we showed it like this. It's 2 different things. If I'm with something, it kind of shows this. All right, now, you may say, well, Sean, you're splitting hairs. Okay, maybe I am. Because I like to say I'm one with God. But it makes it, for me, even more real and more personal if I can see it like this instead. Put the macrocosm, which is me, inside, put the micro inside the macro. The 2 circles are not within each other. Even that doesn't quite capture it enough, but it's at least, for me, better than 2 separate things. It's one thing. Okay? We're like the little drop of the ocean inside the ocean. So that's what week 1 was, that it's unlimited, and this is who we truly are. To begin to just open up our minds. Week 2. Last week was about releasing boundaries, releasing limitations, especially the mental and emotional blocks, because, hey, anybody grow up hearing money doesn't grow on trees? Yeah. Anybody grow up hearing, who are you to have that? Anybody here, don't be greedy, God doesn't like greedy people. You know, we have these stuck blocks and notions by well-meaning teachers and parents and ministers, but we grow up with these things and they're kind of hangovers. So we need to ask ourselves, what are these blocks? What are the boundaries that I might be holding on to that maybe they're so buried that I don't even think about them? But if I start to, yeah, okay. So we were asking ourselves last week to release some of those boundaries and release some of those limitations. And I showed it in one way in this next PowerPoint. So abundance means more than money, but it's the one that people have the hardest time with. Did you know? If I say abundance of nature, we all get that. If I say abundance of relationships, we all get that. I say abundance of money, people go, there's like this visceral reaction. So I use the picture purposely with money. It's like it's flowing everywhere around us, but this mental blocks over our head won't allow it to get to us. That's how I feel it sometimes. Like, okay, it's me who has to take away the block because it's only an illusion anyway. It's really not there. But that's kind of how it looks like. Then I had us thinking about the spaceship, getting ready to launch out into space. And that spaceship is held up by very strong structure. It serves it at some point. But then when it wants to take off and get outside the Earth's atmosphere, first there has to be a whole lot of firepower. And then those structures have to break away for it to take off. And so we have this to just kind of show it. You see the big firepower to get that puppy moving out, get beyond our atmosphere, and those structures, they just break away. It's kind of how I see it for us. At first, when we're learning something like this, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of thinking. It takes a lot of clearing out my mind and my emotions. It takes a lot of effort, like the firepower. And then stuff has to break away. It's pretty violent at first, it feels like. And then once we get, like the spaceship, once we get going out past the Earth's atmosphere, now we can kind of cruise easy. And then I left us by saying it's worth the effort that we do for our understanding about abundance so we can get to the place, to the cruising place. So if you ever think, oh, this doesn't work, it's not working, hang in there. Hang in there. Okay, and then I left us with this, and this is where I'm going to take off. What I said last week was there's a pattern of wholeness that's already here. The pattern is already here. So it's not so much about getting abundance, it's about being or becoming a consciousness of it. Being that consciousness of abundance means we are putting ourselves in a vibrational alignment, if you will. So let me just put that over there for a second. We talk about the law of attraction, and we learn things like, oh, we can manifest our dreams. That's really wonderful. But manifesting something is like getting something. And what I'm beginning to understand is that if we haven't embodied that, if we haven't become that, it won't last long. Manifesting is good as it is, but it's not the whole story. Case in point, people who have a lack of consciousness, who win the lottery, and then lose it all. Because they don't have the beingness that says, this truly is mine. So they get it temporarily. But if nothing else changes, it's gone. How can that happen? It seems so unfair. But it's really about that vibrational beingness. When we become the consciousness of abundance, we are putting ourselves in alignment with everything that we could already want or need. It's already here. So getting is good, but it's not as good as being it. That's really where our work is. How do I be it? How do I get myself in alignment with what I really say I believe? We have to get it from here to here to here. From our head to our heart to our being to our livingness. Starting here is a good thing, but we want to move it into, I feel that, I get that, I know that at the core of my being, and I begin to live that. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to fly. So I promised you that today would be some of the how-tos for those of you who like the how-tos. So we're going to learn to fly. Sticking with our infinity and beyond idea, we're going to fly. We're going to learn the tools and the practices. If we were literally learning how to fly, we'd have to learn the law of aerodynamics. We'd have to learn about navigational equipment. We'd have to learn how to use, whether it's a big plane or a smaller plane. We'd have to learn about I got to do that one time, actually. Did I ever tell you guys that? I got to sit in the pilot's seat, and he let me pull on that column that makes the flaps go up and down so that we go up and down. The ascending and descending. I did, seriously, because I go in and I want to meet the pilots every time I fly, because if I can see your real face, I know they want to get same place I want to get. So it makes it real. And I walk in and I say, you know, I'm really working on a breakthrough with this. And one guy said, go ahead, have a seat. Really? How? So I started sitting in the seat and trying to pull on that column. Of course, we didn't go anywhere. I didn't feel the power of it. That was very cool. So we would learn those things, wouldn't we? We'd learn what buttons to put the wheels down, and we'd learn how to keep our balance up in the air. We'd learn how to do the little course correcting. We'd have to learn all that stuff before we could fly. So that's where today's about. We're going to learn tools to move us to that ease of abundance. Now, before I get to the tools, I'm going to invite out Jim and Jolene Christona, because we've been doing stories every week, and they have a story that I want you to hear before I go any further. Let's give some love to Jim and Jolene. And you guys just like to share, how's that? If you're relatively new here, these guys aren't new here. They've all been around for a long, long time.
Hi guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see everybody here on this beautiful rainy day. Fun fact, I verified with my better half here that we have been coming to this church for 23 years. And we have quite a few examples that we can share of how we've applied the tools, the studies, and classes that we've done. The one we're going to share today will serve as an update for some of you, and for some of you might be new, on how we became temporary foster parents for Izzy and Logan Smith, who are downstairs, and you might see us. But we became